Hey guys, and welcome back to this brand new tutorial. And before we actually start the real tutorial, I want to showcase my casino to you guys. So we got the rotating door. You can head in, and if we just wait for the code to spawn in, we'll just wait for that for a little second. There it is. 2681 2681. Enter. And we can head over immediately to security, because that's the location where the computers are, to get that the red screen. Not that one, probably this one. Nope. Okay, probably one of the backs. That one. So if we just wait, okay, there we go. We can do that. And I didn't. Okay, I thought I touched the laser, but let's immediately head back to vault level. We can use that glass, as you can see, you got that glass mechanic. We can run through the lasers, and the vault works the same like the jailbreak one. If it's green, you press E. Right now, probably. Yep. 1, 2, and 3. As you can see, the vault opens and we can rob it. So let's do that right now. As you can see, we got a little GUI. So let's rob everything as fast as we can. We can get up to 8,000 cash. Okay, 1. As you can see, we got 8,000. Let's just run away immediately because we need to go to the roof in order to make our escape. So let's head over to that roof. As you can see, we're at the roof right now. We can just jump off, and we can head over to this collecting part. And as you can see, once we run through it, we get everything removed. The bag goes away. The GUI goes away. We got 8,000 cash. So if you want to know how you can make this a Roblox studio, you're going to have to watch the video all the way to the end to find out exactly how to make this. Hey guys, and welcome back to this brand new tutorial on my YouTube channel. And in this tutorial, we will be continuing the casino robbery series. In part 1, we did half of the server, and in this part, we'll finish the server up. And then in part 3, we will be doing the client. And the server handles most of the requests, and the client kind of does the input thingies. So it's going to be an amazing tutorial, and I really hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't watched part 1 yet, please do so, or else you will miss out on at least 235 lines of code. The script itself is pretty long, but, it's a casino, a lot of mechanics, but I will guide you through everything. So if you do like this tutorial, make sure to give a like. If you don't like it, make sure to give a dislike. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, turn on that notification bell, and thank you for 9,000 subscribers. In my Discord server, I announced something, so if you want to know what I announced, please join my Discord server and head to #announcements. You can't miss it. And if you want to become a member, make sure to press that blue join button down below, and you will be able to see what you can purchase. And without further ado, let's get right into this tutorial. So we are going to continue with our server, and we are going to continue with the elevator. So let's immediately go on with that. So at line 235, we can go on elevator. Well, okay. Oh, that's how you zoom in. Okay. So now we've got local vaults, and that is elevator.vault. And we need the ground floor. So this is the vault floor. We need a ground floor, a security floor, and a roof floor. So local ground is equals to elevator.ground. Local security is equals to elevator.security. You could have guessed it. And last one, local roof is equals to elevator.roof. So, just to do a little bit of explaining. So these are call buttons. As you can see, call buttons, we've got the ground call, security call, and vault call. So say that the elevator itself is at the roof floor, and you just robbed the casino and you want to get out of here. You can press this orange button, and you will be able to, call the elevator back to the vault floor. You can get in and you can get out. So now we need to define those variables. So local vault call is equals to call buttons dot vault call. Local ground call is equals to call buttons dot ground call, and then local security call is equals to call buttons dot security call. It should autofill for you right in. Now we are going to do the buttons, where if you click them, they will just, they will just get the elevator down. So vaults, no, not vault folder, vaults dot click detector dot mouse click colon connect function. And if the elevator debounce, if elevator debounce is equals to false, then we'll set it to true, so anything else cannot interrupt with it. So the code will only run if there's nothing going on. But if it's moving, we're going to set that to true, which means there is something going on. And we will block anything which is trying to interrupt it, because it is still going. So none of the requests can be processed because it's already doing something. So do you notice in Jailbreak that whenever you press the button, they kind of like flash red? That's what we're going to code to. So in part 3, as I said, we're going to handle the client, and the client is going to make it flash. So replicated storage dot casino dot remote events dot handler colon fire client, and our argument is going to be flash button, and our second argument is going to be vaults, and vaults is the button for vaults. So if I go to the elevator over here, this is the vaults button, this one, which means that if we just send that to the client, we know that it's just exactly that button because it's not changing or something. So it's that button, and we can just make it flashy. But that's not everything. We need to weld the entire elevator to make sure everything moves. We need to close all of the outer doors on all of the floors. So we're going to pass through the floors argument. The elevator doors itself also has to be fired, and they need to close. So we're going to send false. And then lastly, we need to move this model, and we're going to move the elevator. We're going to move them to one of the destinations, so we're going to pass through the destinations folder. And the false is level 1, so we're just going to do 1. And to know which outer doors we are going to have to open, we're going to send the floors argument, because we can connect the floors to the 1, and 1 is vault level, and we can connect them to get the final result. And all you have to do now is just get this, and you need to just paste it and change this to ground, and change also this to ground, and change 1 to 2. Now do that again. We need ground to security, and security is number 3. You're doing amazing. We need the roof, or well, let me actually just copy that. We need the roof. We need another roof in the flash button. So roof, and roof is number 4. It is that simple. So it is kind of like beginner friendly. And now you can just copy this. But now we need the vault call. So if you're going to call the elevator, that button is also going to be a little bit flashy. And the elevator should go to that floor. So we're going to change this to vault call. And the vault is level 1. So just make sure it's on 1 again. So get this again. And we're going to change this to ground call. This is also going to be ground call. And the ground is level 2. So we're going to type 2 in move model. And lastly, we have a security call. So if you're at security level, you can also call it. And that is security call. And security is level 3. So this is kind of how the elevator works. So you just click a button, and we'll set it to like true or false. And it's really amazing. Before we continue, I noticed a small little mistake. So if you go to the top, you will see vaults, and I did fire client, but you have to do fire all clients. So change all all of the fire client to fire all clients. So just change it and fire all clients. And just do that for everything. Fire all clients. Fire all clients. And lastly, fire all clients. And we're going to fire it to all of the clients because everyone needs to see that flashing light. So it's pretty good I got that mistake before any damage could be done. So let's continue on with the rest of the tutorial, which is going to be about the security level. So let's immediately head on with the rest of the tutorial. So this is about security and proximity prompts. I'm just gonna write it up so it's pretty clear for me. So we need loops. We need to loop through every part of something. So do you notice in Jailbreak, every time you re-rob the casino, the computer, which will turn red and then green, is always different. It's always different, and that's what we're going to do too. So we need a loop for underscore, comma v in pairs, computers, get children do. And this will loop through every computer in the folder. And then the color part, local color part, is equals to v.color part. And we're just going to make that a little bit easier, just v.color part, So every color part has a proximity prompt in it, which will just determine if it's going to be a white computer or a red computer. So color part dot proximity prompt dot triggered connect function player, because every player triggers a proximity prompt, so the argument is always going to be player. So if color part find first child a correct computer, then what this does, we'll find if there's a correct computer variable in it, and the correct computer will turn red, and then you can hold E again and it will turn green. That is what the correct computer does. So the local right computer, so like the correct one, is equals to a color part dot parent, which is going to be the computer which contains the correct computer variable. Color part dot brick color, because the correct computer needs to be red, is equals to brick color dot new really red. And then color part dot material is equals to enum dot material, no, not automatic size, enum dot material dot neon, because it needs to be stand out of the blue. Color part dot proximity prompt dot enabled is equals to false, because if you trigger it, we don't need that proximity prompt anymore, because we'll make a new one for you. So local new prox is equals to instance dot new a proximity prompt, and new prox dot name is going to be new prox, because it's a new proximity prompt. The new prox dot action text is equals to disable vault security, just like in Jailbreak. And you need to hold duration. You need to hold it for, I guess 1 second should be good, or 2. Let's do 2 seconds. New prox dot requires line of sight. Nope, you do not need a line of sight, because that could break it. And the parent of the new prox is going to be inside of the correct color part. So not a computer, but color parts. Did you get it? Nice. Okay, so new prox dot triggered connect function player. So now we are going to trigger the new proximity prompt, and once it gets triggered, we're just going to destroy it. Just bye. No, we don't need it anymore. Just bye. Goodbye. We're going to destroy it. And then color part dot brick color is equals to brick color dot new lime green, and color part dot material is equals to enum dot material dot neon. As you know, it turns red, and then when you hold E again, it's going to turn green. Yep, that's just kind of what it does. So now we need to loop through lasers, and we need to loop through them because actually I'm going to show you. So if you go to the lasers folder, you will see 5 vault security lasers. You know, you got normal lasers like these, these, you know. But you also got this one, these. And these are vault security, which will not let you through unless you trigger the proximity prompt. So to do that, for underscore, comma, laser, impairs, actually, you need to make this an I. For I, comma, laser, impairs, laser, the folder, so lasers, colon, get children do. If laser.name is equals to vault security lasers. So now we determine if it's a vault security laser or not. So now that we know it's a vault security laser, we can disable them. So laser.canCollide is equals to false because you can now walk through it. Laser.transparency is equals to 1 because they will turn invisible. And lastly, laser.onValue value is equals to false. And we do this so that it just, you know, gets disabled. So the on value determines if you can get damage from it or not. And if we just turn it to false, you cannot get any damage from it. So now you need to head over to this end on line 353 and type else. So if there is no correct computer inside of the computer you trigger, then color part dot brick color is equals to brick color dot new. Institutional white, it's going to be very white. Color part dot material is equals to enum dot material dot neon. And color part dot proximity prompt dot enabled is equals to false. And we're going to set it to false because you cannot trigger the same computer over and over again. You get it? Cool. So now we are going to continue with the vault cracking. And hear me out. The vault cracking is mostly going to be done on the client. So don't stress out if it's just a really small code. So rotation part dot enable hack dot triggered. No, not triggered. Ended. Triggered. Connect function player. Rotation part dot enable hack dot enabled is equals to false. Rotation part dot rotating vault dot enabled is equals to true. And here is a long line of code. Please watch. Replicated storage dot casino dot remote events dot handler colon fire all clients. We're going to fire them with a rotate argument. We're going to send out the main vault. We're going to send the light. We're going to send the rotation part, and we're going to send start. 5 arguments. Don't stress out. You're good. So this will just determine if you can rotate the vault or not. This is the vault you're going to send through. This is the light, which will turn red or green, and this is the rotation part, which means the, you know, those metallic arms rotating around. Alrighty. So now you need a rotation part. Let me just zoom in. Oh, zoom in. Rotation part dot rotating vault dot triggered colon connect function player. And if you accidentally did trigger ended, make sure to change it to triggered, or else it will not be good. So if the vault debounce, is equals to false, then the vault debounce is true. So it's kind of like locked, and you can literally just copy this line. Just copy this line, but remove the start argument. Just boom, remove it. So you should have over here a start argument and over here not. N-O-T, not. And now we need to wait half a second just to, you know, get a little bit of debounce, get a little bit of cooldown. And after that, the vault debounce is equals to false, so you can like press E again. Sounds good, right? I think so too. So now we are going to continue with the stationary lasers, which are the lasers which will not move. So for underscore, comma V impairs lasers colon get children do. So every laser in that part, in that folder. v.touched colon connect function of an object. So an object is going to touch it. So if players colon get player from character object dot parent, then so what I'm doing is I'm going to immediately check if it's a player. Because if you just do if object dot parent colon find first child humanoid blah blah blah, if you're just going to find a humanoid first, it can also be an NPC. An NPC that's gonna break your game. So that's why we're going to immediately find a player. And then if we did find a player, we can continue the rest of our code. So we can just get this up, and local player is equals to exactly the same as that. And then local debounce is equals to player.casino.debounce. And then if debounce.value it's equals to false. So if you did not touch a laser in the last 0.25 seconds, and v.onValue that value is equals to true. So if you can get damage from it, then we will set your debounce to true because you touched a laser, and you should not instantly die from a laser. That's just completely rude. And then player.character.humanoid.health minus equals 20. You're going to lose 20 health every time you touch the laser. And as I said, we're going to wait 0.25 seconds for that. And then our debounce.value is equals to false, so that you can touch the laser once again. So to continue on with moving lasers, we're going to need moving lasers 1. Because we got 2 types of moving lasers. And what we need is you need to copy all of this code, just literally this, and change lasers to, hear me out, casino.movinglasers.security. Okay, so casino.movinglasers.security. This. And then that's more code done. Now we need moving lasers 2, because we got 2 types of moving lasers. We got moving lasers at default, but also security, you know. So that's what we're going to do, and you need to copy literally the same code again, but change this to casino.movinglasers.vault, and change get children to get descendants. So make sure at line 411 you did get descendants. Okay, I see a lot of issues with get children, get descendants, but please do get descendants. But we're not done yet. Not yet. Because what we need now, we need a little bit more line of code. And over here, you need to copy this. So just copy that. And then if v.name is other than, so wavy equals, is other than model, and v.name is wavy equals other than end, and v.name is other than begin, and v.name is other than on value, then you can touch it, and then you can paste it again. So you should have this. So if v.name is other than model, v.name is other than end, v.name is other than begin, and make sure to capitalize this n, or else it is going to break. Yeah, you don't want that. No, you do not want that. Please don't. So let's continue on with the rest. We're going to immediately continue to the collectibles / money. For underscore, let me just zoom in for every person of you. Yep. For underscore, comma v in pairs, collectibles, yep, here, colon get children do, v dot proximity prompt dot enabled is equals to false. That is actually completely not true. Wait, v dot proximity prompt dot triggered, colon connect function and player. I had code from a previous line of bit code in my mind, sorry. And then player.casino.robbing.value is equals to true. Replicated storage dot casino dot remote events dot handler colon fire client player with robbing on. Robbing on with an uncapitalized N, so robbing on. And then if not, player dot character colon find first child bag. Then, so if you do not have a bag, we can give it to you, but not yet. If player dot casino dot debounce dot value is equals to false, then player dot casino dot debounce dot value is equals to true. Then v dot proximity prompt dot enabled is equals to false, because you cannot rob the thing again. V dot transparency is equals to 1. And v dot can collide is equals to false. So when you get a money bag, we will not destroy it. We'll just make it invisible and act like it is gone. Okay? Now we need the player's humanoid. So local humanoid is equals to player dot character dot humanoid. Like that. Player dot character dot humanoid. Local bag is equals to server storage dot casino dot duffel bag dot bag colon clone. Make sure you clone it. Then humanoid colon add accessory, and we're going to add the bag. And in that way, the bag gets onto your back. So now player dot casino money dot value plus equals 750, because you get 750 cash every single time you hold E on some bag or cash or jewel, whatever it is. And then we will wait half a second, and then player dot casino dot debounce dot value is equals to false. So now over here at the one end, else if player dot character colon find first child bag. So if you do have a bag, we will check for your debounce again. You can just literally copy this code. So let's do that. Copy all of this code, but just remove the the code which adds the bag. So remove humanoid, bag, and humanoid again. So just remove these 3 lines of code like that. And that's how easy it is. It is pretty easy, I guess. So now we need glass. You know that breaking glass? Yeah, it's really easy. For underscore command v impairs vault folder dot glass colon get children do. If v dot name is equals to breaking part, then v dot proximity prompt dot triggered colon connect function of a player v dot transparency is equals to 1. You're going to make it invisible. V dot proximity prompt dot enabled is equals to false, because you cannot break glass if it's already broken. You get the point. And v dot can collide is equals to false. And that's the glass. Easier than this, it's not possible to get that. But we are almost done with the server. Yes, almost. So we are almost done with the tutorial. And what we need now is the claimer part. So claimer in casino.door. So casino.door.claimer.part.touched, colon connect, function object. And then again, if players, colon get player from character, object.parent. Then, so if it's a player immediately, we can copy this line. And local player is equals to that. If player.casino.debounce.value is equals to false, then player dot casino dot debounce dot value is equals to true because you are touching a part. An important one. If player dot character find first child bag, then so if you run through the part but you have a bag, then player dot character dot bag destroy, because they'll destroy the bag for you. And then over here, replicated store outside of the if function, replicated storage dot casino dot remote events dot handler fire client. We're going to fire the player, and we are going to fire robbing off because you are not robbing it anymore. So we'll just do robbing off. Player dot casino dot robbing dot value is equals to false, and then player dot leader stats dot money dot value plus equals player dot casino money dot value, because every time you run through the part you'll just get the casino money you have. It's probably nothing. Player dot casino money that value is equal to 0, because after you claimed your cash, we'll just set it to 0, and we will wait a quick 0.1 seconds, and then player the casino the debounce that value is equals to something called false. So let me tell you what, you have 2 functions to go, 2 more, and they're not that long, to be honest. Nah, they're nothing. So this is the open close system, and this is one of the most requested things in my entire YouTube career, if it's even a career, and in this series I included it. So thank you all for the suggestions, and enjoy this. So local has reset is equal to false, and the has reset will determine if we need to reset the casino again or not. So lightning get property change signal clock time connect function like that. If lightning dot clock time is the same or above as 11 a.m. and or lightning dot clock time is the same or below as 1 a.m. So you got like 12, you got like 14 hours in game to rob the casino. So then it's going to be opened. As you can see, it's going to be open. And if open close value, that value is equals to false, then open close that value is equals to true, because we are going to make sure you can rob the casino. Then has reset is equals to false, because you cannot reset the casino if you are robbing it. Yeah, fair point. Casino code, that value, is equals to math.random 1000 by 900 by 9999, because that is a digit between it's a 4-digit number. And then we will set that casino code with its value. And now local random computer is equals to computers get children, and then it's squared brackets math.random 1 out of all of the computers get children, like this. Pretty confusing line, but you'll understand it. Local correct computer is equals to instance.new, and it's going to be a bool value. Correct computer.name is equals to correct computer, and correct computer dot parents is equals to random computer dot color parts, like that. But else if lightning dot clock time is above 1 a.m. or lightning dot clock time is below 11 a.m., then it's either closed or it needs to close. So if open close value is equal to true, so if it is opened, then if has reset is equal to false, then because the casino is open and we're going to check if we need to reset it, and in this case we need to. So has reset is equals to true. And then our open close value, that value, is equals to false. And I just realized this has to be open close value dot value. So it has to be dot value and not just open close value, but dot value. So you got open close value dot value. Pretty confusing sometimes. And now the best part, reset everything. We are going to call the most important function of our lives. And I love it. So let me just check that real quick. Sounds good to me. And now for the last part, this is the day and night time, and it's really easy. Local minutes is equals to 420, and that is like 420 divided by 60. I have actually no idea. So 420 divided by 60, that is 7. So the game starts at 7 a.m. Oh yeah, of course. And then coroutine dot resume, coroutine dot create, and it's another function. And you should get 2 brackets at the end. Yes. While true do minutes plus equals 1. Lightning colon set minutes after midnight minutes. And task await 1 divided by 10. We're going to do 1 divided by 10. So that's like 0.1 seconds, and it goes pretty fast. And we do that because it kind of needs to be fast, you know? You get the point? It needs to be fast. So this is part 2 of the casino. And we completed the server script. And some mechanics may work, some mechanics may not, because we didn't do the client yet. But again, if you did in fact enjoy this tutorial, make sure to leave a like, and if you don't like it, give it a dislike. Subscribe to my channel, turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on any video I upload. And become a member if you want by pressing the blue join button down below. And all I can say is that my name is Newbie, and I say peace out.